Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the zoo. The minions with me this evening are Tyr.
What up?
And Adam.
Hello.
And as it is once again a Friday, but not the first Friday of the month, and next month I'll also be gone the last Friday of the month, because it's my birthday month and I'm doing shit. So, fuck it. But I'm the keeper for this evening, Sanguine. How are both of you doing tonight?
I'm perplexed.
Perplexed?
Yes. On Never Watch It Alone the other night, I had to make an executive decision about my channel and change the movie that we were watching because of sexual content. And I might have to do it again.
What movie?
We were supposed to watch Hatchet 2, and I'm scanning through it, just to make sure that everything's good and that the audio is fine. And it's full-on frontal nudity. Like, fuck. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, Rob was not going to let me do this.
Guessing there's no made-for-TV cut?
No, it's not. And so we had to watch Critters instead. And I'm scanning through the new one he picked because we're going to do it was supposed to be our friend Clown. And the new one he picked has another gratuitous new tit shot. Now, granted, I'm a tit man. I love it. But I can't show it fucking rumble.
Mm-hmm.
So I might have to make another
decision. To be very fast for the censor screen.
I don't know how to do it. So I'd either have to bypass at least 5 minutes, 2 minutes of content. And with the way Rumble does video scroll bar, it is fucking hard to judge.
Fascinating. Anyways, so Sanguine, what do you
think?
For dinner tonight, it's a couple marinated chicken thighs with some roast mushrooms that I then brush with glaze, some roast zucchini, cucumber salad, and now pot stickers.
You had me, and then you lost me.
You don't like pot stickers?
No, I don't like mushrooms.
Oh,
and this is all on a rice bowl.
I'm not down with the fungus.
And like I said, I guarantee it's because people cook mushrooms wrong for you.
Is it that texture thing?
It makes me sick. No. I've never had mushrooms I like because it always makes me throw up.
Do you have an allergy?
No, they just don't sit right in my stomach. I'm never been down with fungus.
That's strange.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've never been down with the fungus. It's evil.
Because, the vast majority of the time when someone says that they don't like mushrooms, it's because people make mushrooms wrong.
But, yeah, I've never been down with the fungus. Down with the fun guy.
Hey, jot it down so that way when we order a pizza, we won't get one with mushrooms for you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't see like, hey, I don't like onions. I'm not going to sit there and be like, you should be not onions. And it's like, no, dude, fucking, yeah. Oh, you don't like mushrooms? Okay. That's good. Honestly, that's easier on everything else because it's like, oh, dude, if we're going to go out to a restaurant, it's like, we automatically know what to level it down to. Like, we're not going to go to Outback Steakhouse because I'm not going to eat a fucking bloomin' onion. We're not going to go to fucking wherever it has like portobello mushrooms or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, no, you can. It's not that, like, the sight of it. Like, if you're going to eat it, go right ahead and eat it. I can care less.
Oh, well, yeah.
But it's not that. You just, I want or mushrooms. If someone comes with mushrooms, like, I don't want mushrooms. Like, I don't like mushrooms. Look, I don't like liver. I don't like fucking sweet potatoes. I'm not gonna stop somebody for eating that in front of me. Like, go right ahead, have it all you want.
You
But
don't
don't
like sweet
expect me to
potato?
eat livers. Mm-mm.
Oh,
Now I like sweet potato fries, but I don't like sweet potato like mashed sweet potatoes. I think it's the consistency.
Mm. See,
Like I love cabbage.
hold on. Do you have fries with like a coarse salt or seasoning, or just like straight fries?
Straight fries, a little bit of ketchup, salt. But like I was saying, I don't like. I love cabbage. I love cabbage, kimchi, sauerkraut, fried cabbage, boiled cabbage, steamed cabbage, raw cabbage. But I fucking hate coleslaw. I have no fucking clue why I hate coleslaw,
Well,
but
hold
I
on.
hate coleslaw.
Isn't coleslaw just cabbage and mayonnaise?
Depends on the type. You have vinegar coleslaws, you have mayo coleslaws. So if it's a creamy coleslaw, it involves a fair bit of mayo. If it's a non-creamy coleslaw, then it typically is more vinegar, maybe a little bit of mayo, but not much, if any.
I can't stand coleslaw.
Yeah,
Do you have
I
both
don't think
creamy and vinegar?
I don't remember because I tried to avoid coleslaw like a plague.
it's kind of one of those things where it's like you try it once and instinctively you see it and you're like, yeah, I'll pass.
Yeah, no. Yo, tall.
Oh, hi,
Are we sure tall person's a person? Yeah, I also dislike coleslaw. Yeah, I agree.
I think I saw Tall at the Equippers United.
You sure tall? You sure tall is tall?
No,
He could be an average sized person claiming he's tall.
I mean, it could be tall in platform shoes.
Exactly. That does look like one of those secretary birds.
He gets by it by being the average sized person in a field of midgets, but they're all the sort of midget that look like normal people, just scaled down.
The normal person in
It's forced perspective. He's so far away. Now he's so in the foreground, but they're so far away it looks short.
Oh, and he also brings up that he could be two midgets in an overcoat.
I'm going with two midgets in an overcoat. No, it's two dwarves in an overcoat because dwarves are short.
Two midgets in an overcoat.
No, because if you're going two dwarves in an overcoat, you have to be at least like 7 or 8 foot, and you'll also be broad as shit.
All right. It's a dwarf on top of a midget on top.
Whoa. Okay, and you know what? The top dwarf has to wear football pads, so that way it gives him the shoulder length. But then he's gonna have to do something about the arms because now he has like baby arms. Maybe he can say he was in the war.
Yeah, I lost one of my arms in the war.
Both arms, dude.
I got strapped on my arms now, so I can't.
Have you ever seen King of the Hill? Yeah, I have Cotton Hill, only with the arms. They just stuck my hands on my elbows.
And I killed 50 men.
I killed 50 men. They took my shins.
I think
I was in the war.
That should be the next fighting character.
What? Cottonelle?
No, two midgets in an overcoat with fucking football game.
For what fighting game though?
I don't know. Put them in a Blaze Blue or something like that. Put them in
No. Put them in Street Fighter. The new Street Fighter.
Oh shit.
And then they have a super move where they split apart. They just start wailing on you from each side.
He's the next Q.
Yeah.
Instead of Q, it's
just starts wailing on you.
And I disagree with both of you. Marvel versus Capcom.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, there you go. That'd be even funny. Its ultimate move is just they just run around wailing on people. And they put the hat back on, trying to look inconspicuous.
And that combo has to start with a surprise dick punch.
Nut shot.
Oh yes. All of a sudden, his fucking it looks like his dick just comes. Fucking
straight in the dick. It's just like.
Oh shit.
Nah, Mortal Kombat, the new Mortal Kombat, that started as a fatality. They dick punch, and then they just start bashing you.
Oh yeah, he turns into like Goro for a minute, but a midget Goro.
Yeah. Dwarf Goro.
He tries to do the chest bashing throw, but he's just holding on to his waist and pounding on his stomach.
Yeah.
I got you.
Like,
oh man,
what the fuck is going on?
Sorry, Sanguine, your episode's gonna be.
It's going to be goofy.
We might
but
have
it's also going to have a couple or one serious topic and another that is anyone really surprised?
No. I know what you're going to say, and I'm not. No.
So, what's the one that's going to be is anyone really surprised?
Yeah, well, that's what
it was a training.
Oh, that wasn't the one. That's the serious topic.
See?
One that is anyone really surprised is
Taylor Swift getting married?
A shit ton of left-wing content creators.
Oh, getting
paid by dark money.
No.
For a while.
No, not at all.
We told you this shit a long time ago.
Yeah, everyone's been saying that they think that people are getting paid off for saying stupid shit like this. But now we have
concrete proof,
evidence that this is happening, and the funniest part about it is that it's evidence that a leftist found in order to take out
another leftist.
People that aren't as far left.
Hold on, but did they take down Nick Fuentes yet?
No.
I mean, he's taking down himself.
Yeah, he kind of does that by himself.
I don't know.
Why is he gay?
Everybody's against him. And I saw a post where somebody said that he had an Aztec last name, and I was like, wait, Fuentes is an Aztec last name? Aztecs don't have last names.
I want you to know why is he gay.
Doesn't matter to me.
He is gay.
He kind of does it by himself. He's very strange when it comes to it.
Yeah.
He has, every now and then, a fairly good jab back at whoever he's trying to go against. Mm-hmm. But a good chunk of the time, it's like, for every one good solid blow that he lands on the other person, he's just punching himself in the dick like 3 times.
Huh.
He has one of those voices that you can't listen to for too long.
Mm-hmm. Fuentes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So Fuentes' only claim to fame currently is taking down Candace Owens. And that's not a take. Candace, you really can't call Candace Owens a high intelligent individual.
Mm-hmm.
She's a flat earther. Enough said. Mm-hmm.
She also thinks that the Jews hid dinosaur bones in order to trick Christians.
And also invented space to trick Christians. Mind you, she's never fucking apologized for social autopsy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. And no one can tell me she didn't fuck the Tate brothers when she went and interviewed them.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying.
Well, one of the Tates is her husband's best friend.
Yeah, they banged. You Ange.
But yeah, turns out that a bunch of them are getting paid to say the shit they say. And getting paid a fairly substantial amount. There's about 8.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't quite remember everything that's happening each day, Angela. My brain doesn't always work. My mistake. I saw you online and I thought you were online. Nothing. Discord thing. But yes,
they've been doing, as Tall Person points out, they have been doing the NPR, paid for by viewers like you, shtick for a while. But yeah, turns out not so much. Kind of like NPR, a lot of it is
government funded.
Various political and government groups.
Oh well, it is what it is. Because in the end, they're gonna get fucked.
And it's their defenses thus far have been piss poor. Because their defenses, I think it was Pac-Man, came out and was going, well, it makes it easier to collaborate on projects. And I'm going, you haven't done a collaboration. If this is you getting paid in order to do collaborations, why haven't you done that?
It's not even that. Like, they said they did it to boost left-wing voices.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't boost it by having a group narrative. It's not independent anymore because you all are using the same play sheets.
Mm-hmm.
Which they always do. Name me one time the left hasn't used the same playbook.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, and I'm not saying this as an excuse per se, but perhaps they actually believed that the companies that were offering this sack of silver was genuine in what they were espousing, and they too believed sorta in what they were espousing, so they thought it was a win-win in all accounts, but they might have stumbled the line and all of a sudden, oh shit.
No, remember they attacked a bunch of left-wing or right-wing creators for.
Oh, you're talking about the Russian funding?
Yeah, I think so, or the Qatar funding.
Russian shit, not to be true. Nah, they weren't getting Qatar money; they were getting Russian money.
Came back.
Oh no, I was saying they were getting Russian money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they were also giving Qatar bullshit too. I think for
depending on which one
Tucker.
you're talking about, the ones that were accused of getting Qatari money weren't the same ones that were accused of getting Russian.
Well, I'm referring to like Matt Christensen and Tenant Media, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, and what I mean is that was the whole ploy of this type of payment, pay for play in terms of influencers, quote unquote, was they were going after it, and hey, actually they're being bankrolled by these two groups.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
and so that's where it's like, hey, yeah, that's called propaganda. I don't know why anybody's shocked about this. I mean, it's just funny seeing the videos of them saying, why aren't I getting paid anymore? Mm-hmm. Sucks to be you.
Oh well. But again, it is the what's the word I'm looking for? It's the hypocrisy of it.
Mm-hmm.
It is a massive hypocrisy of those two, that group saying, oh, well, you guys were wrong for going to get money from this group when you guys are doing the exact fucking same thing you're bitching about.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But you don't understand. When they do it, they're doing it for good reasons.
And again, dude, this mindset, this I don't know, like this action, this reaction, this is prevalent and has been prevalent for a very long time. It's yes, the rules for thee but not for me type of thing. Yeah, this is another showcasing. They're perplexed because holy shit, why are they noticing that we're not allowed to do this shit? It's like because they're calling you on your bullshit.
Yeah, it's politics is a team sport.
Yes.
Yeah, but when your team is trying to use illogical fucking plays, and we're saying, hey, that's not allowed on this field. What do you mean it's not allowed on the field? I'm playing and this is my team. What are you saying that I can't do this? This is unbelievable. Like
it's only fair when we do it, but not when you do it. Like the gerrymandering shit.
Yeah, with the
you're gerrymandering? It's
Well,
only fair when we do it.
Oh, well, we're going to start a special session and gerrymander our districts so that we can get 3 more. It's like, does anybody see this and not see the bullshit for what it is? Or are you going to, what excuse are you going to give them? Oh, well, because, they're just trying to make a balance for the democracy and shut up. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. These guys are fucking playing.
No! The funniest instance of that was when it was people were going after Florida for having someone try to challenge their redistricting in federal court.
Yeah,
the court sided with Florida and went, "Yep, this is perfectly fine." Do you know one of the major people that was in the push to go, Florida's doing something fucked up? See, the fact that they had this brought to court means that they were doing something wrong. Do you guys happen to remember who it was?
Who?
Then Governor Cuomo. Do you guys happen to know what was happening in New York at about the same time as this?
COVID?
They had also had their redistricting brought before the courts. Do you know the result of their redistricting being brought before the courts?
Les gasp.
It was successful. They could redistrict.
The courts laughed them out and said, "No, this shit's fucked. You can't do this." Because they tried to make a single district that was like 7 miles long and 1/4 of a mile wide.
So what?
They tried to, in order to divide.
They make like 4 city blocks a district?
It was not even 4 city blocks because the way that it was cut was effectively one edge of several blocks and then the other edge of another couple blocks.
So they tried to okay, so essentially they tried to slither in a representative from like 4 fucking city blocks.
Yep.
Yeah, they tried to carve a ridiculously thin, weirdly shaped district out of New York. And the courts went, "What the fuck is this border gore that you're showing us?"
That's fucking insane.
And again, it's people who are sitting there like, we're trying to game the system. And then when you call them out, hey, why are you calling me out for gaming the system? Well,
why are you insulting me? Man, come on here, man.
No, you're supposed to let me stab you in the back. Like, what the fuck is like the thing? Again, the thing that gets me though is the people who will sit back and be like, "Well, that's just the way." It's like, no, we're supposed to be able.
You can't be doing that.
We're supposed to stop that and correct it. That's the whole point of this system. It's not allow it to happen and just make sure we catch it. It's now we're supposed to put laws into place that say you're not allowed to do this shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they recently caught people fucking the whole shit with the fucking ballot initiatives in certain states.
Mm-hmm.
Like they not ballot initiatives, like ballot stuffing, like ballot harvesting and fucking boats and shit, where they caught a guy on camera just stuffing a shit ton of ballots into a drop box.
Mm-hmm.
And the like for the primary for like mayor of a city, I can't remember the city. I want to say Hamtramck. And like he won the mayoral primary against his close opponent by like less than 1% of the vote.
Mm-hmm.
Like just edged her out of getting that primary by like 1%. Now him and his entire city council are trying to downplay the fact that no, the elections were on board and everything was above board. Everything's fine. It's all fine. Everyone's here is here because they were voted in, and people are like, really though.
Mm-hmm.
I hope Trump does get rid of mail-in ballots. Like, if you can't be asked to get your ass up, like in my state, Maryland, you can early vote like a month out.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me that a month out, you can't early vote? That's what, 4 weeks, 20 days of voting. 20 days.
Understand having a absentee ballot for, which is different than just a mail-in ballot.
Mm-hmm.
Mail-in ballot was an expansion that had different rules governing it, but absentee votes for
servicemen,
U.S. citizens that are currently serving overseas, absolutely. For
yes,
government officials currently working overseas, sure.
Yes.
For U.S. citizens currently working overseas that cannot return during the election cycle, sure. You might notice a trend with all of these, and that is
overseas and
currently overseas is the criteria.
You know what they should do, which would be is feasible. If you're on a military base, they should have voting booths for you, where you can literally, because now since everything is pretty much electronic, you should be able to like set up a voting booth and it connect to and have their ballots counted. If you're say a government official, you should be able to go to the embassy, for voting and be able to vote there.
Yeah.
Like there is now
one problem with that.
What?
The more spread out a system like that is, especially when you're talking having a single voting instrument that is able to vote in
more hands on it, and it can be
any district in any state from wherever that is, it increases the chance of fraud. Also increases the vulnerability of that system.
Again, all right. So,
if you have it where you go and you can do it in person.
Yeah, in person, but they're voting booth for you to set up.
No, I'm saying paper ballot in person, and then it gets sent to the proper location. So it's just like voting paper ballot in the states, because some states still have paper ballot.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gets sent off, and it gets scanned into the state system. That I would have less problem.
It had to be mail priority.
Yep.
Like if I'm more willing to do this, if there was like it's automatically mail priority. It's had to be signed for. Okay, this person said they got this.
Mm-hmm.
This is the person I delivered it to. Signed for it, and it had to be in before the voting day. Like I'm talking about maybe the Monday of the week before the count. So I don't want like it's in Monday and we have to count it like Friday after voting. It has to all be counted. No, it's only one day of voting. No, we got to count like 12 times. Nope, one fucking day. we should know day of who win. It shouldn't be like, oh, it's 3 weeks later and we're still trying to figure out who's in charge.
See, the thing is, the number of citizens overseas wouldn't be able to switch a commanding lead in an election. It would only be a minor lead.
Still, I would still prefer, again, 1 day of voting. You can vote early, but after that, you have a month ahead of time to get your ass down there and vote. There's no excuse. Oh, we gotta stand in line, day of. It's like a fucking mile long. No, you don't.
I'd prefer that, but it's not something that I would be going, this is absolutely mandatory for me.
I think it should also be a national holiday, and like Labor Day that we will be noticing this coming Monday, we should have it off. And
it should be a single day of voting,
yeah. And so that way, if you want to give the excuse of, oh, well, my employer only gives me X amount of time to go and go and vote. Well, no, it's national holiday. It's your duty to go and vote. Go and vote. Employer
again. That's why you give them a month ahead of time, early voting. Oh, that's kick-ass. And then after that,
extension of early voting would be the best.
Yeah, I'm all for early voting as well.
Rather than having it be that now I would enjoy the paid increase from having
a holiday
counted as a holiday.
Fuck yeah.
But
it's a banking holiday, yeah.
There's a shit ton of jobs, pretty much every job that I've worked, with the exception of teaching.
Yeah, would ignore it.
That holiday does not mean that you get the day off. It means that you might get the day off, but you get time and a half.
Yeah, and again, that's kind of the idea is, okay, nobody realistically thinks that a national holiday is on Labor Day. Are you going to be able to see some stores open? Of course you are. Like it's not a completely closed out thing. Even during COVID, no, it wasn't like a dead ghost town. I mean, I'm sure there were areas that was ghost town type, scenarios, but for the most part, no, there were still people who had to. I still had to go to work during COVID, and I wasn't even like
certain businesses they closed down entirely for holidays.
Exactly. So I don't think for voting it's like, okay, you have it off, or if you've already voted and you come in, you have extra pay, Otherwise, you have the day off.
Yeah, I'm not going to complain about extra pay. I just don't think that the declaring it a holiday
is necessary.
I don't think that it's necessarily necessary, and also I don't think that it would be the magic bullet to see now everyone has time to vote.
No, it's more so an incentive to vote, but also a means to say that you're not allowed. You can't say, oh well, it's skewed either way or whatever. I
didn't have time.
You have time, and there's incentive. So if you didn't vote, you didn't vote.
Mm-hmm. Now, personally, I would rather like a special punch card that if you get it stamped, you're allowed to bitch about how the election turned out. If you didn't get it punched because you didn't go and vote, shut up. You didn't care.
My grandmother had a saying, and I always take this to heart. If you don't vote, you don't get the bitch.
Uh-huh.
You had the opportunity to change, you had the opportunity to make your voice heard, and you didn't. So you don't get the bitch about, what happens. Because she always voted. Like she could be feeling like complete ass, the day of election, and she forced herself to get a vote because, hey, I had the opportunity to change the system, and I didn't, so I can't complain about the fucking system.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm
yeah,
real big in the don't start bitching if when you had a chance, you didn't do anything. If you did what you were supposed to do when you had a chance, absolutely. Bitch to your heart's contentment.
well,
Yeah.
but people don't see it like that, though. I'm all for. I won't say making it easier to vote because I want it hard to vote. I want people that want to vote to vote. Like I don't want voting on the phone. Like I don't want people voting from inside their home.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that because now you could have somebody with like 12 fucking different lines, and there's no fucking way to verify that this person is who they said they are. You know, oh, I voted. You know, I used my son's line to vote. No, I don't want that. No. You know, I want it as hard as possible for those that want to vote to vote. I need IDs.
I don't want it hard. I don't want it easy. I want it the right amount of difficult.
All right, let me rephrase that then, Sanguine. I want it to where if someone's going to try and fuck with our system, we can easily spot it.
Mm-hmm.
I want voter IDs.
One of these things I know cannot happen because the way that the law currently rules it. But my ideal system would be you need an ID and you need to have taken effectively a citizenship test within the past 3 years. If you need to take it, you can take it right then and there. It'll be a pass-fail right then and there, and then you can vote. Because I only want people that understand what being an American is to vote.
Yes.
If you can't pass a citizenship test, and by citizenship test, I mean the tests that we give to immigrants to the U.S. in order to get naturalized, if you can't pass the naturalization test, why the fuck should you be voting? That won't be allowed because that's against the ruling against literacy and knowledge tests.
But again,
ideally, I would want that.
Well, again, I wouldn't. You know what? It is the fact that I just want my elections to be free and fair and honest. I don't care. I care who wins, but I want to feel like the winner didn't cheat. I want to go, well, I guess we fucking lost this time. And at least feel like, yeah, we lost. Better luck next time. Instead of we were fucking cheated. Again, it's no longer bad to say this, but honestly, looking at the fucking election of Biden in 2020, I have a lot of fucking questions that haven't been answered. Like, where did those 20 million people go?
I hate the fact that it's come down to you can question the validity of an election if the winner has an R next to their name.
Yes.
But don't you fucking dare if the winner has a D.
Yes. You know, it is taboo to question, you know, oh no, questioning election is against democracy. Yeah, but you fucks questioned Bush, you questioned Trump, you all questioned these, and we got photographic evidence. You can't just say we
questioned every single Republican wing since the landslide of Reagan.
Yes.
That is not hyperbole. That is not me going, oh, just because one person said, is it strange? No. It has been mainstream questioning of every single Republican win since the landslide by Reagan.
I want to
landslide by Reagan didn't get questioned because it was fucking obvious. Every single one after that.
Hold on, I want to question, Angela. If you're voting by mail, I want to get rid of that again because it's so much fraud involved. We see enough people ballot stuffing and ballot harvesting and shit like that. If your state had early vote, like if we made mandatory early voting, where you have to give ample time for early voting, that would have to eliminate that. Yeah.
And also, Angela, I know a lot of Americans can't pass that test. And that is a condemnation of Americans.
Yeah.
This is my step before full-blown service guarantees citizenship.
and to our person, as a lich, I can tell you exactly where they came from and where they went. See, Biden promised the Necromancers Guild of America $35 million and anti-paladin laws, and we got those 20 million votes. We did our little mojo thing. However, by the end of his presidency, we still didn't have our 35 million, and we didn't have anti-paladin laws. So we sat this one out. Well, as a guild, we sat this one out. That's where they went.
Yeah, it's infuriating because this should be something. This is something I do have to give Florida a massive amount of credit for.
Mm-hmm.
Florida made a complete ass of itself in the 2000 election.
Mm-hmm.
No questions asked. It made a complete ass of itself. Florida, upon making a complete ass of itself, on the federal stage, on the national stage, went, we need to fix this. And they went from making a complete ass of themselves in 2000 and being, I think, the last, if not virtually the last, to actually put in their voting logs. They went from that to being damn near the first every year. Because they went, we fucked up. How do we fix it? And they figured out how to fix it, and then they fixed it.
It also angers me because Maryland is, quote unquote, such a safe blue state that I honestly believe we should do. We should split the votes of states. You split the electoral college.
What, proportional?
Yeah.
There are states that do proportional. Most states don't, because if you're in a Democrat stronghold,
you don't want to split your votes.
You don't want to split your votes. If you're in a Republican stronghold,
you don't want to split your votes.
It's only if you have a volatile enough area that they might split their votes. The other thing that's also really stupid is the number of states that have signed on to the, if a sufficient number of states sign on to it, they will go complete popular vote, which entirely gets, I hate the idea of popular vote. I do not go for it at all. And
because power of our country will become a true fucking thing.
what it would be is there would be 10 cities that people would campaign in. Because if you were in the majority of those 10 cities, you win the election. Also, it completely goes against the foundational idea of the nation, which is a true democracy, which is always a majoritarian democracy, is
every state matters.
Volatile as shit. No, the Constitution is penned in such a way to prevent a majoritarian rule. Because in majoritarian, as long as you get the majority of people to agree that someone doesn't have rights, they don't have rights.
Yeah.
And the entirety of the Constitution, the entirety of, if you read the Federalist Papers and all the surrounding documentation, it was the Founding Fathers talking back and forth, going, how do we prevent majoritarian rule and make this something that is stable and something where you can't just sell out one component of the nation in order to win. And that's the reason why the Electoral College came into being. Well, it's for the southern states. No, it's not just for
No, it's not. It's for every state. Every state matters.
The compromise that was for the southern states was the one that Tyr probably is familiar with.
Go to hell!
But the one that was actually...
Yes,
exactly. The one that was not a compromise for that, but it was a way of ensuring that it didn't matter large state, small state, intermediate state, you wanted to campaign there. Was the creation of the Electoral College. Because with the creation of the Electoral College, you have to care about every single fucking state.
Yes.
The only way that you don't care about a state is if you think that they are so dyed in the wool that they are impossible to change. And even then, routinely, parties have focused on states that are dyed in the wool states and managed to flip them. This is, unfortunately, the origin of the party swap narrative. There was no party swap. That's bullshit. What did happen is, prior to Nixon, if I remember correctly, the South was blue. And Republicans damn near didn't campaign in the South.
Okay.
Because they wrote it off as the South is blue. What Nixon and others since Nixon realized is the South wasn't as near blue as it was made out to be. So what they did was they started to support candidates in the South. And rather than, if there was a party swap, what you would have seen is Dixiecrats became Republicans. And Republicans would have become Democrats. Because old school Republicans would not have been okay with taking on the Dixiecrat creed. What actually happened is you had a very small number, pretty much only one Dixiecrat became a Republican. Strom Thurmond. Strom Thurmond, after becoming a Republican, was the first Dixiecrat to employ a black aide, voted in favor of several black appointments to federal positions, voted in favor of several later Equal Rights Acts, because there were several. It wasn't just one and done. There were several Voting Rights Acts and Equal Rights Acts that got passed, and he voted for many of them. Not all of them. And what you saw is the Republicans continued to vote in favor of most of them, not all of them. The big turning point was, I think, the 1996 Civil Rights Act, which was also one of the Equal Rights Acts, where it wasn't equal rights. Do you know what the 1996 sought to do?
What?
Massively expand affirmative action.
Great. That's all we fucking need.
And at that point, the Republicans voted against it because the bulk of the bill was to expand affirmative action. And they voted against it, going, affirmative action isn't equal rights. We're in favor of equal rights. So we aren't going to vote in favor of a bill that is against equal rights. That was the justification. So you had Republicans that were Republicans before the party flip were still Republicans. Democrats that were Democrats before the party flip were still Democrats, with the exception of Strom Thurmond and like one or two. The bulk of the Dixiecrats from the South either stayed Democrat until the day that they died. Byrd is a good example of that. Or they got voted the fuck out.
Hold on, really quick. I want to address something this Anna said. She goes, "No, the illegal thing was the candidate for city council came to my door and said she would drive me to the voting site because she thought I would vote for her. That's bullshit." I do believe there is no law against.
Wow.
You can.
It's not.
That seems.
It's not a monetary gift.
Normally, you can assist in transport of voters to proper voting districts.
But I would assume willingly, right?
Well, all right. So,
offer to help get them to their voting site, their polling site.
Willingly.
And if they're willing, they can do that. What is normally against the law, and I say normally because there's a state where this
would be bribing someone,
is they aren't allowed to do what's called vote harvesting.
Yeah.
So vote harvesting is
yeah. Explain it.
When you collect the votes of people and you take those into the polling site, or if you're only offering to help people that are likely to vote for you to get to the voting site. If it's we're helping voters in the area get to their polling site, that's perfectly fine. If it is explicitly, you seem likely to vote for me, so I will drive you if you need, that's fine. So,
yeah,
again,
okay. I see. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's the sticking point. That if it's they will help any voter get to their polling site, then that isn't a problem. That isn't
they say, hey, I want to vote Trump, and they're like, yeah, well, you're going to have to find the next bus.
Yep.
That's a problem.
If they exclude people based on the direction that they think that they would vote, or if they are collecting votes in the case of mail-in votes or the like, because there's several areas where you can collect votes and then take them in. The main area that this happens is California, and there was a massive shit fit in California about this because for ages, Republicans, despite the law of the land being you can do this. You can do vote harvesting. Republicans were going, no one should be able to do vote harvesting. So we aren't going to do vote harvesting. And then Republicans came back, I think it was in 2016, 2020, somewhere in there. And they went, okay, vote harvesting is legal in California. We're going to vote harvest then. And there was a massive shit fit from Democrats in the area, which had been doing it for decades, that, well, they're collecting votes and then delivering them. They shouldn't be allowed to do that. And thankfully, the courts went, it's legal to collect votes in the state. Your party voted that in.
Mm-hmm.
Oodalali.
What the fuck are you doing trying to say that they can't do it when you did it in the same election that they did it in?
Yes.
It's either everyone can do it or no one can do it.
Mm-hmm.
If you want no one to do it, then go back and vote it out. Otherwise, it is everyone can do it. They did it this time around. There's no problem with them doing it this time around.
You know how they are. It's bad when you do it. Oh, we've been doing it for years, but nope. Doesn't matter. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's fucking bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Again, back to the bitching about fake elections and illegitimacy and whatnot. Oh, well, when you won, it was all good. But when we won, oh, no, the illegitimate president it's a fraudulent elections and you can't say that the election was rigged because it was free and fair. We won.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, this is one of the biggest contentions I have with that election is that if they truly believe they won, they'd have gave Donald all the recounts he wanted. They'd have rubbed it in. Data is like we can sit here and recount all you want, buddy. Let's do it. Let's give you every recount you desire. If they legitimately believe they won. But they didn't. And that instantly, nope. She specifically said that she thought I would vote for her. I was sure I was refusing to vote. And which I was refusing to vote in that election because the only reason it happened was because dumb shit them voted in a chick who was actually caught not attending board voting so she could go to baseball game instead. Then to their surprise that she quit about a month into a new term. So they voted in a lady bitch. Got it. So it was a special election.
Sounds like they voted in effectively a Tiffany A. Henyard that decided it's too difficult.
No, at least with Tiffany A. Henyard, she stuck her term. She stuck out her what? 2 terms? She had 2. No, she was a 1 term man.
Well, like I said,
she
it
stuck
was
out 1 term.
Tiffany A. Henyard that decided this is too difficult bilking people. I'm just gonna go.
I'm just gonna quit. Cut my losses and quit.
Yeah.
But I can't wait for her trial to begin. That's gonna be a fucking laugh riot. That's gonna be hilarious. No, this lady didn't want to do the job. Like that, Tiffany A. Henyard's trial for corruption is going to be amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tiffany A. Henyard didn't want to do the job either. She just refused to be removed from the job that she didn't want to do.
No, she didn't. She wanted to do the job, but she also wanted to milk the taxpayer.
No, she didn't want to do the job because what she wanted to do was she wanted to spend as much taxpayer money on anything but what the taxpayer money was meant to go to.
Yeah. She's a fucking piece of work.
Yep.
Dude, what is that? I don't want to say extortion, but like pulling from the cash flow,
embezzlement.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's extortion would be me trying to, I believe, coerce you to get it. Sort of like blackmail is extortion.
Yeah,
is the proper name for blackmail. Embezzlement is literal theft.
How is it that these people are not prosecuted at this point?
There's no way in hell she can avoid prosecution at this point. No matter what she does, she can't avoid it. It is going to happen. She has to be prosecuted, and if she isn't, then that sends a bad message to everybody.
Yeah,
but
sends a message that you're perfectly fine stealing from the government.
The government. Stealing from the peasantry.
Because that was her main defense. Her main defense was, but I'm a black woman.
I'm doing it for the people. It's for the people. I'm doing it because for the people. You can't be angry at me for doing it for the people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude.
It's insane. It's fucking insane.
For the people.
I bet you $1 the donuts. The people of Dalton, Illinois, and I forget the other town, Thornton Township.
Yep.
They're gonna be on top of that shit next time. Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they vote in somebody worse, they fucking deserve what they get.
The question is, if they vote in someone worse, are they then going to bring in Tiffany A. Henyard to investigate?
Oh, no.
Yes. Ooh. When I was stealing, I didn't do all this shit. This woman is crazy.
Because that's what they did with fucking
Lord Lightfoot.
Ex-Mayor Beetlejuice.
Yeah, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, they brought in Beetlejuice. Why are you bringing Beetlejuice? I don't fucking know why they're bringing Beetlejuice.
And not the good Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
was no shake, senora.
Working all the time. What's here?
Work your body.
But if they did bring in someone worse than Tiffany, they deserve what they get at this point.
Yep.
And you shouldn't vote. You shouldn't vote based on race either. I don't want to be the first anything, because the moment you're the first something, you're a little bit more scrutinized, then you become the standard in which everything else is judged.
No, I'm perfectly fine being the first of something. Just, I want to be the unmodified first.
I
don't want
no
to
hyphenated first.
Yeah, I don't want to be the first giant dwarf. I want to be the first.
He wants to be the first non-elven giant dwarf.
Yeah, I don't want to be that. I want to be just the first.
It's like, I'm.
Whoa.
Yeah, he roboted out. I wasn't sure if it was me or.
No, you're not. You're first black woman.
You
Huh?
you fell into the negative zone.
Yeah, you just got shadow roamed out of fucking nowhere.
Oh no, I don't want to get to the Shadow Realm.
We'd never be
I
able to
haven't played
find
the
your
card
ass
game
yet.
against Yu-Gi-Oh. I didn't play a card game against Yugi. I don't know why I got to the
Fucking
Shadow Realm.
Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay, you know what? I don't know what the Yu-Gi-Oh shit is.
You activated my trap card, Adam.
No, you know what?
It's children's card game.
I was, you know what? I was bullied about this at work today, and they said, "How do you not know about Yu-Gi-Oh?" And I'm like, you know what? I know it's a thing, but I don't know what these things are because they
It's a
were.
card game.
Yeah, no, yeah. I just addressed that. However, they brought up some card, and they're like, "Yo, yeah, don't you know?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no, I fucking don't." Fucking Yu-Gi-Oh. What are you gonna?
All right.
Am I gonna be expected to know about Beyblade or fucking
You don't know about Beyblade? Well,
Are you
Digimon?
not a fan of letting it rip?
No.
you don't want to play Digimon? You can Digimon. We'll Digi-evolve together.
Oh, jeez.
I love fucking with you, Adam. You're easy. All right. Again, there's a shit ton of shit I don't know about that I would never force anyone else to. Oh, you know about this, but I don't know about it, so you can't talk about this. I'm not that type of guy. What is that game?
Wait. Okay, hold on. Uh, Sanguine. So, have we covered enough of the
Crap.
first part of your conversations and then
Oh, yeah.
go into the serious bit?
Of the first bit, we can go to the series now if you guys want.
I don't know. I think we
Sure.
strayed quite far, but
Yeah. So the serious one is, of course, the shooting that happened,
Mm-hmm.
which has had a very interesting response watching it develop after the shooting. Because immediately after the shooting, there was a absolute fucking sprint by, let's say, one side of the political spectrum, shall we? To say that this is clearly another attack by the opposite side.
Mm-hmm.
Before the opposite side went, well, that's funny. Here's all the information that we were able to pull from what they personally said before all of that was deleted mysteriously.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, if we're going by what they actually said, they aren't one of us. Fuck you.
They're one of you. Come on now.
Yeah. Because it was immediately afterwards that one side of the political spectrum started saying that they were right-wing extremists, that they were just angry white incel men that were clearly right-wing, and then yeah, everything else came out, and no, that they got one thing right: they were white.
And a man.
yeah.
Though they wouldn't be able to say that they are a man.
And you know what? It was a long time before they did say it. And let me just a real quick interjection. Look, usually during work, after our morning meeting type thing, I'll switch on to Steven Crowder. Usually, you get at least updated news. Like if things are on, he at least uh, gives you what's going on. Um, and in this case, yeah, a lot of this stuff was popping up, and in sort of real time. And I think that's a difference between this and a lot of other uh, shooting aspects. Is people are able to get information passed along a lot quicker, and that's a benefit for everybody because we can bypass what cable news or mainstream media is going to tell you what they're telling you. Because for a large gap, they didn't say. They did say at first they were saying it was a white male, and they were going with that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want to say anything about the other stuff that was going on. But yeah, continue, Sanguine. I'm sorry.
Also, in the beginning with the white male stuff, they were citing one thing that the piece of shit shooter had said, which was they named off several creators. One of the creators that they named off was Brandon Herrera.
Hold on. Where did they say the creator?
It was
In their manifesto.
Their manifesto talking about. All right, I think it was in their video manifesto because they have an actual manifesto, if I remember correctly, as well as they did a video before the event.
Right. I think they had a timed video too that would upload.
Yep. So,
but hold on. Were you going to go through like the timeline of what happened, or I don't know?
I'll go through that in after this. I just wanted to get the bit about Brandon Herrera out because they made accusations that they had met.
Oh, right. Yeah. Where did that come from?
Brandon Herrera, and that they had at SHOT Show that they had talked to him at length at SHOT Show, that they and Brandon Herrera agree on quite a lot. Again, this was all supposed to have happened at SHOT Show. And the thing is that Brandon Herrera looked at them and went, I have no clue who the fuck this is. SHOT Show, upon hearing that they had been mentioned, looked into whether the person had ever attended SHOT Show. Mm-hmm. They hadn't. Fat Electrician went even further to figure out if this person had ever run into Brendan Herrera or had been at SHOT Show. So, you all know who Fat Electrician is, right?
I'm vaguely aware of him.
I've seen some of his stuff, yeah.
He is the spurgiest element of the Unsubscribed podcast. He will do research in shit to an absolutely ridiculous degree. Beautiful bastard for it. And he did a deep dive to see if there was any chance that this person had been to SHOT Show or had met Brandon Herrera at SHOT Show. Mm-hmm. And the result was no fucking way by anything that he was able to find.
Mm-hmm.
So that just shot to shit their entire thing about mentioning Brandon Herrera. They're now pretty sure that he mentioned Brandon Herrera in the same way that the Christ Church mentioned subscribe to PewDiePie. So, do you want to do the timeline, Adam?
Of the incident?
Yep.
Okay.
Or would you prefer if I do a basic version?
I mean, yeah, you go ahead and do. I mean, what I was looking at was all the weirdo stuff that was left behind and how it kind of goes with it. Because, I mean, I guess a cliff note. He drove the car up to the area at a time where the people were going to be doing praying, and he shot into some windows. Sanguine, yeah.
The gist of it was that, drove up at early on in the day when the school was just starting up. It was, I think, the first day, might have just been the first week of school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, first day of school.
And that particular school has a routine church service and prayer at the start of the school year. So drove there. Apparently, according to the initial reports from the police arriving on scene, they had barricaded one side of the building's doors.
The 2x4, like a.
Yep. So think church door, double door, stick a 2x4 in the handle.
And barricaded so that people couldn't get out.
Yep. And then started walking around the building, looked in through the windows, and opened fire into the building from outside before then gaining entry into the building. At least the initial reports, I'm not sure if anything has come out since, said that all the shell casings that they found at the scene were outside of the building. So after getting into the building, no additional shots were fired, with the exception of one final shot, which was thankfully the person punching their own ticket.
Which is, again, it's kind of weird.
I'm of the mind that if anyone ever wants to do an incident like this, they need to start in the reverse order.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hold on. And here's the crazy thing, okay? With that being said, me personally, I was listening to Steven Crowder, and be that as it may, I have a lot of I don't agree with a lot of what he says, but he also relays news as it comes on. So with this, it was right on, and the entire time it was, holy shit, we're getting this. Holy shit, we're getting this. So, when I was listening to what was going on, it sounded like, first off, did they ever say that they fired off the smoke grenade?
I can't remember off the top of my head.
Okay, so when it happened, there was a press conference going on, and the police chief was going on and answering questions, and going through what was, the play-by-play. I guess not a good term, but at one point he did mention that he had because somebody said if there was any explosives, and the police chief said no explosives, but there was some along the lines of smoke grenade, or a smoke bomb, like a fire, like go to a fireworks display and you get a smoke bomb. But after that, a little bit later, all of a sudden the YouTube videos started coming in, and okay, so somebody found a YouTube channel that supposedly was of this person, and right away, as soon as people started, logging into it, it got nuked, and but at least people were saving the videos.
Yeah, thankfully, most of the channel had been archived.
Yeah. And again, thank you to the Spurgs out there who fucking, like, holy shit. Again, this is what I'm talking about. It's before, nobody would have thought of any of this stuff. Nobody would have looked at this and like, bam, it's like, bam, somebody's fucking, gone crazy and fucking blah, 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 blah. But now we're looking at it, it's like, okay, hold on. There's going to be dots to be connected. Holy shit. Why did you nuke this YouTube channel? Like, what's going on here? So but they found the videos of supposedly the person. I think I don't know if they did, but I think they did connected to this person. But
Oh yeah, the YouTube channel was definitely theirs.
it's creepy as shit, dude.
Yep.
Fucking because again, I'm sitting there, I'm working, and I just have it on Bluetooth. My phone has to be at my desk. I'm technically not supposed to be on my phone at work, but I'm like, fuck it, dude. You know, I'm just listening to a podcast. But I'm listening to it, dude. It's demonic as fuck, and I honestly I feel kind of sorry for the dude because there's some point where he's like, I didn't want to do this.
Oh,
But
you're
if-
talking about the part where Abe is saying, "I don't want to be trans."
Yeah.
And apparently it was like an early age that they did it, and again,
Yeah.
like,
Well, no, he changed his name at 17, so it had to be somewhere around that time period.
it's
Yeah, he goes into a bit about, "I don't want to be trans."
Sanguine, put up that what I shared, Itchy.
Oh
Okay.
shit, dude! Hold on. Should we talk about this? I don't know if it's gonna, you know.
I was a man, but I identify as a woman. Who is the judge be? I identify as the judge.
Identify as a judge.
But yeah, it was. They said that they didn't want to be trans.
The
They
thing
said
that
that they are sorry they ever brainwashed themselves into believing
Yeah.
that they were. And then the weird part is they ended with, "I just want to be a effectively attractive woman." That wasn't their exact phrasing, but that was the meaning of it.
Oh yeah, because it was like, was it a Russian trans? Because a lot of the writing was in Russian or like.
Yeah, they seem to be, or seem to
Not
have
Russian,
been,
but
absolute
He identifies as a Russian man.
tanky, or not tanky. What's the term? It's
slinky. You can't.
like tanky,
Slinky?
but no, because tanky is hardcore communist, but they were
I don't know.
like
but
Russianophile
somewhat
or
Russian.
something like that. Let's say it
Yeah.
that way. They
Sinophile?
were really big Russophile. Let's say they were Russophile. They were really big on, they liked Russia, and they liked every version of Russia from the way that they were talking. It wasn't just a tanky would be just they liked the USSR.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was the writings that they were doing. It was like English phrasing, but written in
Cyrillic.
Cyrillic. Yes, Cyrillic.
Yeah, so they were Russophile, where they definitely like Russia, and it was very much they liked every iteration of Russia. It wasn't just the USSR. It wasn't just modern Russia. It was, they liked Russia, whether we're talking imperial, USSR, or current.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, okay. 2 more crazy parts, and then I'm finished with my spiel. But first, the fucking weird ass drawing that they found in the thing where it was a person standing at a mirror, and in the mirror it was like a demon.
Mm-hmm.
And all around it was, like, self-harm yourself and all this type of stuff. And this person was
Mental.
this person was hurting.
Yep.
And the other thing I was gonna say is shit. Damn, I forgot. Yeah, the whole demon drawing thing, fucking, it's trippy to look at. I really don't like. Again, I'm a visual person, so like, seeing it is just trippy, and then just conjuring it in my mind, just to like, oh yeah, and then there's a flower plant on the side, and it's disturbing. You know, I mean, obviously the person's no longer living, but I wouldn't want that for anybody. But it goes into a lot of these people's mentalities. You know, they're hurting.
Yeah, I wouldn't want. Honestly, I agree. I wouldn't want that for anybody. However,
Not at all.
most people, I feel for these people nowadays. Honestly,
Yeah, but I'm also not gonna accept these idiots who sit there. Oh yeah, that's the second part. Is I'm not gonna accept these fucking assholes who go and mark up their weaponry with like uh, Israel must fall and fart niggers and like I don't what the fuck is that even? Uh, I didn't know that was a racial terminology, but and all of a sudden like
It
Trump
sounds
must
like
die.
a command for Tyr to eat beans.
Well, Tyr shouldn't eat beans
Tyr
because
shouldn't eat beans. I don't
no.
want to start fingers.
But I mean, he was this person fucking had written all sorts of slurs to everybody. He was
Yep.
an eager opportunist. So at least that was one thing. Just fucking, he was crazy. And on the optics, it was like optics is bad. This guy was nuts. Where did the money come from? You know. Oh, and I was. Oh, I guess from BlackRock. I think somewhere on there was. Oh yeah, there it is.
That's another thing that always that perplexes me to no end. The constant, all these groups and whatnot. These what- clandestine. Oh, these infamous with connections to really powerful people. That shit boggles my fucking mind.
Oh
Like,
yeah, we can spend hours and hours.
like literally, how why are there so many of you fucks doing this, and we can't? What's wrong for? You seem to be untouchable. Uh, I'm tired of that shit, man. I really am. I'm tired of fucking people that aren't my countrymen coming into my country doing shit. I'm tired of motherfuckers that don't have my best interests at heart trying to tell me, oh, yeah, I'm for you. No, the fuck you aren't. You're blowing smoke up my ass trying to tell me it's fucking raining. It gets on my everlasting nerve, and it's an insult. Why did I fucking do that?
And his mother is currently in hiding.
Mines?
No, the shooters.
Oh, shooters. Oh, yes. Of course, and that doesn't seem suspicious at all. No suspicion at any point.
Yeah,
That seems above board.
she's in hiding, including from the police at the moment. The only contact that she has is a lawyer who's been speaking for her.
But that just proves that she's involved somehow. I mean, because they already proved that she worked at the school that he shot up. So he knew and he went there. So he knew the layout of the building, which is another issue. I don't know, man. If you have nothing to hide, you wouldn't run. Like, I don't run from cops. I walk brisk out. I walk at a leisurely pace. I have nothing to fucking hide. Oh well, I guess that's just me. Maybe I'm not black enough to be afraid of cops.
But of course, there's the natural response from certain sorts on the left where they're trying to use this to push for gun control again, despite Minnesota having more regulated guns than most states. Not than any, because Minnesota still has a massive hunting population, but it has more gun control than many states.
What's the saying, Sanguine? Never let a good tragedy go to waste.
Say again?
Never let a good tragedy go to waste.
Yep, exactly. But it's absolutely infuriating, and just all the weirdness around the fucking incident. Like I said, there was the bit that Adam mentioned where they were saying that they wish that they weren't trans, they wish that they hadn't brainwashed themselves into being trans, they just want to be an attractive woman. Again, not the word that they used other wordings, but it boiled down to an attractive woman. But with the current technology, they could never be an attractive woman, so they might as well go out like this. And then they killed 2 young children.
Yoki.
I mean, I didn't say that. I was referencing whatever I read, but sure.
I'm saying that you referenced that the shooter had said that.
Yeah.
Not that you had said that. I don't think that you want to be an attractive woman.
No.
I think, like most men, you
might want an attractive woman.
At one point were a dirty old man in a young boy's body, and at some point you hope to be a dirty old man in a young woman's body.
I'm increasingly feel like a Master Roshi every day. So.
Wait a minute. I want to read this one. Yes, here, your mother is in hiding because she doesn't want to be raised, and you threaten to do it. Hey, I know where your body is. I just don't feel like going to get it. Well, she's not in hiding. She's more like I'm lazy and I don't want to hear her bitch. Because even in death, Alicia's mom will never stop being Alicia's mom. Crickets.
All right.
But have you ever been kaboom with the Hassan Piker shit?
Oh, which bit about that?
How you threatened Hila indirectly? Yeah. No, that's good. But did you the article that Taylor Ren's gay friend wrote for him? How it describes?
They were just effectively masturbating over him.
Yes.
And then the other article where it was also masturbation, where he was named as one of the most influential creators.
Yes.
And that pissed off Mr. Beast because Mr. Beast was listed just one spot ahead of him, and he's going, who the fuck is Hassan compared to me?
Yeah, like Mr. Beast should be like way up there, but it was done only as a means to suck his cock. Like Taylor could just come out, flash him, and say, "Look, let's do this."
Ooh,
I mean, she's a 50-year-old woman. I'm pretty sure Hassan doesn't mind fucking a granny.
Though he would almost assuredly show her nudes to everyone.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she wouldn't mind. She could break that she fucked Hassan.
That's the other thing that has come out recently, that Hassan routinely shows nudes of his fans to anyone that he's with at the time. And I don't mean with as in romantically. I mean like he will be looking at nudes on his phone in such a way that it is clear he wants his friends to see the nudes that he's looking at.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And this is after him.
And this is a known trait of this person?
Yeah.
Yes.
And people still go hang out with this person?
This isn't the worst bit of him, Adam. This is a guy who went to a Diddy party, described seeing a video of what he himself described as a sexy 15-year-old girl, then doesn't really go into more detail about what happened at the party, and he actively avoids going into more detail about what happened at the party.
Yeah.
Has gone to a brothel that was subsequently raided for underage prostitutes in Germany. Then has been showing off nudes of his fans and whoever else sends him nudes to his friends rather overtly while they're all on stream. This is after he pretty much asked for additional nudes. Then he said that he's never asked for additional nudes. And this was after not only has he asked for people to do this and implied that he wanted people to do this, but he actively complained that at one point it was just women that were sending him nudes, but now he can't open the app without seeing dick every time. And that's kind of...
Which is implying something.
That's kind of gross, and he doesn't want to just see dick anymore, which, again, is kind of another implied, so women better fucking step up.
Yeah.
And, again, this is on Snapchat, where there isn't really, or at least wasn't really, age verification.
Well, this is
Creepy.
Also, by the way, pretty much every attack that he ever leverages at anyone else is complete projection, and one of his favorite insults to toss at people is calling them a chomo, only not in those words.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, I think he did touch kids. Again, Diddy party, brothel, no verification. Yeah, it's looking like a toucher.
A brothel that had rumors, and by rumors I mean it was very kind of open rumors that they had taken several children as prostitutes at that brothel before he went there. Then he went there, and shortly after he went there, it was busted, or it was rated for having accepted children. So, yeah, there's a whole load of shit about it. That is what the fuck is wrong with this dude? This is also the guy who hasn't met a terrorist organization that encourages child brides and CSAM.
He did want to join.
That he did not want to just absolutely suck start. And routinely supports terrorists, has said that he's 10 tones down for the Houthis.
It sounds like a cartoon villain.
Oh, yeah. This is also the guy who's friends with people like, what the fuck's his name? Mike from PA. Mike from PA.
Who called, who said some very unflattering things about the Jewish people.
Well, to give the exact quote, Mike from PA said that the Jewish are a demonic
ethnicity.
No, he said ethnic. He said the Jewish. Oh, sorry, no, it wasn't the Jewish. He said a Jewish are a demonic ethnic. The entire sentence was absolutely fucked from start to finish because he was just apoplectic with rage. And there's a good chance of that, Angela. There's a really damn good chance of that, considering almost every single person in his orbit that is a man has been caught doing shit like that. His best friends in that venue have been caught doing shit like that.
Destiny Vosh, the horse cock, his uncle.
Token Jew, his token Jew was just recently busted for exploiting a child.
His token Jew, Sam Cedar?
No. I'm trying to remember what his token Jew's name is. I just know him as Hassan's token Jew because he's the one Jew that Hassan trods out whenever people say that he's anti-Semitic. He goes, well, no, I'm friends with this guy. Yeah, turns out that guy is a chomo.
Angela, I'm gonna hold judgment on that one. I've seen you get pissed off at me, so you may not be demonic, but you are borderline in devil.
Reported to be a chomo. Then, yeah, his uncle was also the person who has said
wants to pleasure horses.
That he wants to pleasure horses. Also, both Hassan and his uncle have made comments about young women. Very creepy comments about young women. Hassan's being, if there's grass on the field, she's old enough to mount. Also,
if she's old enough to count, she's old enough to mount. That's what he said.
That was the other one. All right, sorry. It was if there's grass on the field, it's good enough to play. And then if she's old enough to count, she's old enough to mount. Those were his two comments on that. His uncle has also commented that he's one of the people that has the countdown clocks for when someone turns legal.
Ew.
And he thinks that should be decreased. This is also the same person that said that pleasuring an animal should not be a crime. So, yeah. He seems to surround himself with people who have no problem doing
who has questionable morals
with children. He has attended parties where it is known horrific things with children took place. He even himself reported that, again, he described it as he went to a Diddy party. He went into a room where there's a massive projector screen and images of a sexy 15-year-old on the screen, and then went to the brothel that was known for underage whores because they were functionally trafficking children. And then it was rated for functionally trafficking underage women. So yeah, lots of really creepy shit when it comes to him.
Clearly. Again, I'm underneath the jail.
Yep. And that's why when you said the Hassan things, I was going, which?
Angela, please stop cursing me with your Jew magic. I don't want to sneeze anymore. I'm sorry.
But yeah, like I said, hasn't met a terrorist organization that advocates for child marriages that he has not been a massive fan of.
Yes.
He is probably one of the most disgusting individuals on the internet. Not the most, because
Thank you, Angela.
that we know for a fact have done shit with kids or have tried to do shit with kids, like EDP. But I wouldn't place him very far from EDP's ranking in how fucked up a person he is.
Well, again, I just look. Hassan is one of them people that I'm all for free speech. Let him talk. Let him bury himself. And I want when they come to get him, I want the perp walk.
Mm-hmm.
I want the perp walk. I want to see, him outside his I want to see the communist out in front of his $3 million house, his $3 million mansion being perp walked by federal agents. Talking about the slop tubers, all lies from the slop tubers. I want that. That's what I want. Now, will I get that? I'm pretty sure I won't, but I want it.
It'd be nice. It'd be overdue.
It would be, and he deserve it.
Yep. This is also the same guy that has several times advocated for the assassination of various political figures.
Mm-hmm.
Is friends with people who have put out actual bounties on various individuals. And also routinely makes comments calling for the assassination of the president.
Yep. Again, I want the perp walk.
I'm kind of.
What?
How did we get from the serious topic to Hassan? And why are we lingering on it? It's kind of weird.
Because Hassan is a internet pastime now.
Sure, but I mean,
and he deserved it.
It was brought up, and it became a enumeration of issues.
Don't you get tired of just rambling about the same thing about over and over again? Or no? I mean, I don't know. That's just.
Well, the thing is that I haven't been rambling about the same thing over and over again.
I've been.
No, I've been adding different things each time.
I'm sure. Yeah, different spices.
I'll put you like this.
In the same beef.
I'll put you like this. One of my favorite game series is Monster Hunter.
Okay, I don't want to have analogies into why you guys want to justify why you started rambling about Hassan Parker. I don't really care because I don't care.
Hassan Parker. I like that.
I don't really give a shit about this person. So I mean, but holy shit, like. It like dies down and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah. And did you notice that it's at one point he farted and it sounded like this and like
no, it hasn't been anything.
But you don't want to talk about Hassan Parker?
No, it hasn't been anything as minor as that. It has been legitimate crimes that we've been talking about.
No, it's and I understand. But these are kind of topics that you would discuss, around the the old watering hole, like amongst we're live on stream, like dude, like holy shit, and all of a sudden we just went from a mass shooting in Minnesota or Massachusetts. Where was it? There you go. I'm just trying to make it to all of a sudden just focusing directly on this goofball who's talking shit on the internet. Who fucking cares about this guy?
Well, he's not just any goofball. He's one of the largest streamers.
Yeah, I get it. He's a really rich guy, and he has all this money and fucking blah, 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 blah. It's not real, dude. Fucking, it's not real.
No, it. All right, so all right. The reason why we got on him because when he does shit, it is fucking hilarious about him, his orbiters. Look at it from this point of view, Adam.
Oh, jeez.
There is so much blowing of this man, so much them trying to puff this guy up, to sanitize his image, and it comes off as comical. Again, the article where it literally sound like the author wanted to fuck him,
and you realize that this bubble is just a small significant of what's going on in reality. And like I said, we jumped from a giant fucking thing of a fucking shooter
Palate
who is
closer.
connected to a whole bunch of actual fucking governmental things, and then you jump to, oh yeah, this guy who fucking talks about like Lulu Pops or fucking some bullshit like internet bullshit. Dude, I'm sorry, dude. You lost me. I'm out. I clocked out on that one. Fuck. Hey,
I mean,
but
all
continue.
right,
I'll hang out. It's all fun and games. Whatever you guys want to talk. I'm out of the loop. I'm out of the loop of whatever you guys are talking about. Like Hassan Piker or whatever the fuck his name is. I just know him because he is somebody who pops up on fucking YouTube every now and then. That's all I know about him. Okay, so you guys are you're out of my element. And to be honest, I don't care about it. So that's a discussion on your show.
Doesn't mean we don't care about it.
No, yeah, you're right. I didn't say. I'm just saying we were having a three-way discussion, and then you turned it into a two-way discussion. If you want to do that, hey, let's end the show and we can, do that, or we can continue talking about what we were talking about, the shooting thing, but or not.
I mean, what more can we say about the shooting thing? I mean, it's not like we. All right, there have been times where you and I have completely X'd out Sanguine when we've talked about, like, say, Warhammer. Completely X'd them out. And there are times where me and Sanguine have gone back and forth, completely X'ing them out. Like, what is the issue today?
Why change the subject abruptly?
It wasn't abrupt.
It wasn't an abrupt change. It was a lull in the conversation, and I brought it up.
It was a lull in conversation that was tangentially applicable because we're talking about how shit the press was about the shooting and how they started spinning narratives. And then after there was a lull, he brought up another case of the press spinning ridiculous narratives.
Okay, so
Again.
do you want to continue with that, and I can just chill in the background, or what?
Do you have something more that you want to talk about when it comes to the shooting?
I have nothing of interest on what you guys are talking about, so I don't know where I'm going to be.
That wasn't the question that I just asked.
No, I don't want to. I mean, because again, it's if you guys have carried the conversation, as you say, to this point, what makes sense of me bringing it back to the shooting?
If you had more to add, just like I do constantly when we have conversations, think of the number of times that we will go on massive tangents, and then I will go, "Oh yeah, this is."
And that's not a good. That does not make for a good conversation, sir. That's what I'm implying.
Then my conversations are shit.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. But we are live on a conversation, and you. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead with whatever you guys are gonna do, and I guess I'll jump in when I can.
Well, I just asked if you had something that you wanted to go to because you were complaining about the topic.
Yeah, because I don't know where the fuck you guys are going.
So, do you have a topic that you would prefer to go to?
No. What the fuck? Holy shit! We've been going on for like 2 hours. I don't even know where you guys are going.
So you just wanted to kill the conversation. Okay, so let's go and sign off because apparently no conversation. So supporting words.
Sure, blame it on me.
Well, we were mid-conversation. You wanted that conversation stopped. Then I asked, do you have a conversation you want? You said no.
If that's how you perceive it, sure.
That's exactly what happened.
If that's how you perceive it.
That is not my perception. That is exactly verbatim the event that just happened.
Sure.
So, do you have parting words?
If you bang about Sanguine, don't let Sanguine devour Sanguine, don't let Sanguine devour you.
You have no choice in the matter if I hunger.
Shit. Well, love you all. God bless, and good night.
Copy that. And I'll leave off with judge yourself by the same standards that you judge others. You'll often realize that you either held yourself to a draconian standard or that you've been overly generous to yourself. Either way, it's informative. And with that, have a good night, all. The zoo is closed.
Night.
Say good night, Adam. Or not. Okay, I'll just click end stream, but this takes a couple moments, so suck it!